Mexico City is capital B big, a crowded megacity and intensely noisy. Even those who live here and love it need a place to escape. And on weekends, this is where they choose. Xochimilcho. It looks like a lake, but actually it's the start of a vast man-made canal system, vibrant with very different sounds. Like Venice, it has no streets and its own special form of transport. Less graceful than the gondola, but sturdy and practical. Our paddler, or remero today, is Don Julian. 62 years old, with 2 generations above and 2 below him, all in the same business, singing the same song.
Adornadita de flores, pásenle señores, quien quiera pasear. Cobro no más por remero, que por trajinero lo que quiera andar.
Xochimilcho was all water once. Some 700 or 800 years ago, the Aztecs scraped up the mud and muck and built it up into artificial islands, or chinampas. These floating fields, propped up and held together by sticks, were the economic base of the Aztec Empire.
Descendemos de los aztecas. Ellos fueron los que hicieron las chinampas y parte de los canales los alinearon para circular como ahora nosotros ahorita estamos.
And have you ever fallen in?
Muchas. Muchas veces. Inclusive apenas el domingo me caí allá enfrente del embarcadero.
The islands are still used, mainly to grow flowers for Mexico City, just 20 k's away. Small villages have sprung up along the shores. But the real business of Xochimilcho today is local tourism. It's quiet here, but on the other side of this lock, there's a party going on. Weddings, birthdays, whatever, the canals are for celebrating. Which means, being Mexico, mariachi bands. Remando, remando, me pongo a cantar. And there's no escaping them. Don Julian's daughter and 2-year-old grandson wave from outside the family home. He'll be a Romero too one day, the 5th generation. Yet the canals are under real physical threat from parasites and from pollution stemming from overdevelopment. It's a beautiful place to live, but extremely fragile. Ecologist Emilio Sanchez Vidur.
Una parte es la basura. Esa es una parte, la otra parte también es la mancha urbana que tiene necesidad de construir en las chinampas y no tienen servicios, los básicos como el agua, como el drenaje, como la luz, y todo eso implica una contaminación hacia el lago también, porque ahí llegan todas las descargas.
All these problems together, are they a real threat to the future of the canals, or they will be solved?
Es una amenaza latente porque hace falta la conciencia de una cultura de preservación de los recursos naturales, y si no los cuidamos sí es posible que se pierdan, tanto flora como fauna y los canales también.
Back with the Romeros, the party is in full swing. The traffic is jamming, the volume is rising. In fact, Don Leo, this is just as noisy as Mexico City here.
Así es, porque luego se concentran 9 embarcaderos aquí en un solo canal y hay mucho escándalo. Muy bonito.
The day trip to Xochimilco is a century-old tradition which offers something for everyone. A tradition which shows no sign of fading away.